when there was an email message about Diddy asking her, you don't want to do the freak offs anymore, she essentially said to Diddy, what'd she say to him? She was just like, she backpedaled. So she didn't double down or say, no, I don't want to do it. So it doesn't look like she vehemently said, Sean, I don't want to keep doing this where you're having all these random men have sex with me. By the way, Diddy would insist, even though supposedly condoms were one of the things she describes as accessories for the freak offs, and Astroglide, and also baby oil. She said Diddy insisted that the male not use a condom on Cassie, right? Supposedly at one point, they went through, over a few day session of a freak off, they went through several bottles of baby oil. And frequently Diddy would stop. Diddy would stop the sexual act and say, that's not enough baby oil. We need more. Douse yourself in baby oil. Also, at times, apparently Diddy would say, if they were running short on baby oil, he'd make a call to the staff for the staff to go get baby oil, or the bell service people downstairs. By the way, keep in mind, the majority of these things happen in hotels. It also happened at his home and also her apartment at times, but looked like those happened at his home and at apartments when they were using regular or repeat sex workers. The way they did it with the sex workers is not everyone was sex workers. Some of them were strippers, and they would kind of like just bring them out, kind of see if they would, is this person going to shut the fuck up? And if we paid them extra, apparently the first time when I think they were either, I don't think it was an Intercontinental, one of the sex workers testified, the Philip guy, he said Diddy was in a robe, bandana here, baseball hat on, trying to conceal his identity. Cassie was in stockings, red wig, had on lipstick, and a masquerade mask. They were trying to hide their identity. The person said they realized it was Diddy and Cassie when they heard the voice of Diddy, who Diddy was in the cuck chair just beating the shit, telling him what to do and how to do it. He had came there to initially dance for like a few $100s. However, Diddy then propositioned him the idea with having sex with her. Cassie, of course, is a very attractive woman. The person kind of realizes Diddy and was just like, shit, fuck it. This same person later says that they were unable to perform at times, and the range of money they got paid were between $800 to $6,000. Also, one time they said Diddy got them drunk or high off of, I forgot what the drug was. No, it was ecstasy. They say they got so high that Diddy paid them Cassie paid several $1,000s in cash. They went to Times Square, handed out all the money because they were so high. It felt so euphoric. They say it made them feel sick. Again, I'm recapping here, chat. I'm recapping. It matches exactly what Cassie said.
Heard a lot.
And according to him, he did it 15 times. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I think it is gonna weigh on the jury members just how often these freak offs were. Remember, I told you, like, Diddy basically said, "Fuck everything else you're doing. You're just gonna practice for freak offs. That's your new job." By the way, the day after the Intercontinental thing, she had a movie premiere or something like that. So, people always looked at her as a pretty girl. Maybe looked at her career didn't go too far. Some people didn't think she was the most talented. But, like, look at someone like, what's Chris Brown's ex? What's that girl named Karuche? Karuche's on like a TV show. We could have seen Cassie going that route. Like, she had a high enough profile and probably was decent enough. She could fit in somewhere. It looked like Diddy didn't really want her to get really popping. Diddy wanted her to be a sex, and this is going to be a thing, sex slave. And again, if we look at it like that in terms of a sex slave, then we start thinking about sex trafficking. Then we do. I'm going to be honest. If we look at it to say Diddy purposely was trying to kill her career, just used everything over her head to control her, and like they named about a dozen dudes, a dozen prostitutes. And this one prostitute said he had 15 encounters with Cassie. 15 encounters. So if every dude had at least 10 encounters, and obviously not every dude did, and we think it's several dozens of dudes, let's say it was weekly. There's only 52 weeks in a month. No, sorry, I'm tripping. In a year. 52 weeks in a year. He fucked her in 15 encounters. Another escort has at least 5 or whatever. Supposedly these dozens of these guys, it kind of goes to drill home the point. Around every 5 days or so, I would imagine Cassie was involved in a freak-off. The enormity of that amount might lead a juror to say, Nah, this is more than just freaky couple shit. This is a job. The job is sex. The job is freak offs. And the consistent person is Cassie. She's a worker. We also heard that Diddy would give instructions sometimes through the phone. And you're like, well, I thought he's in the same room. Sometimes it looked like he might have been in another. I don't know if maybe sometimes he was on some ASMR type shit where he only wanted to listen, or maybe he had, they also mentioned that sometimes he set up cameras and he would watch from a different room. And maybe he wanted to watch from a different room. Maybe the guys couldn't perform when he was in a room. Or maybe he wanted to do some other freaky shit that maybe he didn't want the guys to see. It's very clear he was comfortable with Cassie knowing or seeing that he would rub semen on his nipples, but he didn't want the sex workers to know that. So Diddy was doing some things under the shadows that clearly were meant to be hidden from the sex workers. Let's go back again to hear what he says. AUSA says, what did you write here? She says, this is all we do. I'm just getting back on track. I'm sure you could call Kim or something. Oh, so look like she at a point expressed to Diddy that she was fed up with the same cycle of freak-offs. And she's just saying, is this all we do? She's like, I'm just trying to get back on track. Like, I'm sure you could call Kim. So it looked like she's throwing a little shade there because she's like, I know you fuck Kim Porter still, which, by the way, we got to see what time period this is. AUSA says, did you try to avoid anything in the freak-offs? Ventura said, I tried to avoid kissing. It seemed too intimate, but Sean told me to do it, to kiss the escorts. AUSA says, what did Sean ask you to do on your 29th birthday? She says a freak off. Oh my God. When did Cassie turn 29? This is 2015. And by the way, this is still a year before the beatdown. So I think we could almost. So Cassie turned 29. Basically, she admitted that the freak off started when she was 22. So this is 7 years of freak offs. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, chat. 7 years of freak offs. Diddy's team got to show some shit that she was down with it. Like really show some shit, or they got to get to the video. I don't know what it is, but 7 years. Remember, she started at 22. In 2015, she's 29. In 2016, when the LA Intercontinental thing happened, which that supposedly was a freak off too, she's 30. 8 years of weekly freak offs with all types of men. I'm telling you, that large amount of years and amount of dudes is going to make a significant impact on the jurors, even if you want to think, okay, this is just domestic violence. 8 years of freak offs is crazy. If she then basically proves this guy had so much control of me, any opportunity or any situation that I could have had, he would cancel it just to have a freak off. That might be going towards some of this sex slave freak off shit. I'm going to be honest with y'all. The government right now is doing a better job today. And I guess yesterday was all about just what's the physical violence. Today's about the power, the control, her lack of control, her expressing, hey, is this all we're going to do? Her being scared and showing the enormity of the thing for maybe a decade of freak offs, weekly, all these men. That could establish the fact that, yeah, we could call her a girlfriend that was freaky, but in reality, she was just a sex worker that was scared. The full hotel beatdown is on TMZ. Oh, so now we figure out they probably did get the whole thing. Oh, the Department of Justice dropped it. Oh, fuck. There's no audio, unfortunately. She's walking out. She's barefooted, has her purse and another bag. She goes to take out, I believe, her phone, and at that point, yeah. Oh, no, she's putting on shoes. Okay, I want to make sure you guys can see this properly. She's pressing the elevator, so it looked like she tiptoed out of the room. Because sometimes putting on shoes, like, I'll do this at the elevator. So she looked like she's trying to get out of there in a hurry. She's waiting for the thing now. Diddy comes running around. Diddy sees her. He doesn't see. Bang, grabs her, slams her to the ground. Kick. Grabs her bag, grabs her purse, stomps on her. He then gives her a vicious, he's dragging her. Wow. Dragging her like, this is a really, she grabs the phone on the wall. Look like she's trying to call somebody. Diddy comes back around. Oh my God. This nigga, look at the way Diddy looks at her. The way Diddy just stopped right there is crazy. Like, it's like he's like he took a deep breath, like he was about to charge at her like a fucking, like she was a fucking matador and he was a bull. Wow. By the way, this is the reason why Diddy's defense team at first was trying to get this video excluded. They said that when it was released to TMZ, it was edited, right? We never seen these parts. And they said it was taken out of context. And they didn't deny that he beat her, but he said the sequence was taken out of context just to drum up this narrative of how brutal it was. So I guess they were like, yeah, he beat her, but it's not that bad. And there was more to the story, I guess. So Diddy looks like he's walking away. Remember, the defense at first, when they were arguing for bail, they said Diddy attacked her because she was leaving with his belongings. And he only attacked her to get his belongings back. And remember, in the edited video that we saw, the shortened video, it looked like Diddy dragged her back to the room. We get to find out he didn't drag her back to the room. He started to, but he let go of her. She went to the phone. He came back around. He has still belongs in her hand. He says something to her. She's over here. Let me make sure you can see it all the way. Here we go. Diddy comes back around. Look like he's putting the stuff in the room, and he's walking out like he thinks he's Val Venus at motherfucking WrestleMania. He got the towel on, and he's walking with intent. And I'm not going to lie, the way how his hands is to his side, you know nothing good is going to come. You see her back up. You got to look in the mirror, the reflection here. She backs up in the corner. She's clearly terrified of this guy, right? Now, granted, and by the way, this is March 8th, 26th. Granted, I guarantee he's going to say, yes, I beat her. She was terrified in the moment, but she wasn't terrified the whole relationship. This video is gonna mean a lot, bro. He now walks up to her, and here is gonna be, look, he grabs her. Wow, we see oh my God, we see like a yank or something like that. You see at this point, if he wanted to get his shit back, it looked like he wanted to punish her. Obviously, he wanted to hurt her, bro. He wanted to hurt her. Now, also, here's the thing. Remember, Diddy's he's copped to the idea of him hitting her. How he would like to say, oh, sometimes I black out and I just fucking do something, but I stop. This seems kind of deliberate. You done put hands on her already. You took the shit back. You came back around. Start probably threatening her some more. You come back again. You're trying to give her the beats. One put his hands on you at the freak-offs. Cassie says sometimes the escort was there too. AUSA says in the same room. Yes. Jules... Yes, Jules. All pun intended, right? Yes, Jules was present. It was like, and in the suite? Yes. Were they aware? Defense says objection. Judge says overrule. Cassie says yes. The escorts, Cassie said the escorts would ask me if I was okay afterwards. AUSA says, in what cities did he put hands on you? She says New York, LA, Miami. AUSA says how frequently? Cassie says too frequently. AUSA says, what's the Abbey? Ventura says, a gay club in LA. I went there with my friend. Okay. AUSA says, where were you going? She says, to a music festival in Canada ran by Drake. Sean came to my home and tried to attack me. I was thrown into the bed frame. What's this? A photo of my eye afterwards. Who took you to the doctor? D-Rock. Maybe Diddy beat her up because she was about to go to a Drake concert. Can't let your bitch go to a Drake concert without you now. Before Drake over here sub-dissing you talking about he fucked your bitch. You can't let your bitch go to a Drake concert. Come on now. Man, you going to Canada? Oh, hell no. Hold up. Hold up. I'll be right there. Holy. So she said she got fucked up after she was going to go to a Drake concert. You know how many girls that got their ass whipped over wanting to go see Chris Brown, Usher, all those people? Maybe Diddy thought she was going to go fuck that nigga. Drake, Cassie. Here we go.
Why, that's Drake's hit song 0 to 100. And that's Diddy at a concert back in June saying it was stolen. And that is why Diddy punched Drake a couple days ago, and that is...
Okay, so this is in 2014. Look, 2014. So if he fought Drake in 2014, there was 3 OVO Fest before, and then OVO Fest continuing after. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that maybe Diddy was mad that maybe this was after him and Drake fought? His girl still wanted to go to some Drake shit? Yeah, that would be kind of violation. I just put the beats on this nigga, and you want to go to a show? Oh, hell nah. If I gave him the beats, you can't go fuck with him no more. Me and him fought. That is kind of makes sense. Now, it doesn't make sense for him to beat her. But, so I would have to imagine, unless it's that, it would be before 2014. By the way, chat, we did find Blind Dragon. Apparently, Blind Dragon LA. There's an Instagram for this. It says a modern risque speakeasy, a hidden joint, a blind spot where anything goes, a lounge karaoke. So it looked like it was a place people could get their rocks off. It was a speakeasy. Wow. So this was some freak shit. Speakeasy. I'm wondering why we see. No, Alex said, I know a speakeasy isn't anything like, it doesn't have to be in freaky, but clearly this was a place that, like they might have the front as a bar or like a club, but probably they had like this other section, kind of like the Diddy parties. They have the Diddy parties where everybody go in, there's all the celebrities, and then you go in the back. Oh, Chance the Rapper? You go in the back and there's a whole nother game going on in there. I ain't gonna lie. We're seeing the people, the usual suspects are popping up, chat. Isn't this the usual suspects are popping up. Let's just keep it like that. The usual, All right, so she was going to go to OVO Fest. Diddy came to her house, attacked her. She was thrown to the bed frame. She shows a picture of her eye. AUSA says, did you send this photo to Sean? She says, yes, and I wrote, so you can remember. I wanted him to be sorry about it at least. So I guess she sent the picture to him to say, yo, listen, look what you did to me. AUSA says, in this photo, where were you? She says, I was in the green room in Toronto. Oh, she went there. Yeah, she still went to the 6. Yeah, this got to be before Diddy tried to beat the shit out of Drake. Yeah, nigga, why you partying with my bitch, nigga? Oh, yeah, she definitely went to Toronto. Okay. Yo, he beat her ass and she still went to Toronto. Oh, my God. She was running through the 6 with the woes. Let me see. Chat, can we find 5 ways? Oh, Vibe magazine. 2013. Look at this picture. We kind of got it, chat. Look, last night the internet was buzzing with the rumor that Drake had signed Diddy's boo to his October's very own imprint. Nicole Bitch reported that a media-based newsletter, blah, 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 blah. Cassie, blah, 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 blah. Let's get to it. She supposedly signed, so this was a rumor. The chatter is simply internet buzz. Cassie's teaming up with Drake. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. When was this picture taken? Oh, Drake was trying to take that nigga bitch. Yeah, I knew that nigga socked Drake out it wasn't over no goddamn beat. Like, the beat was probably the last straw, but that nigga Drake tried his bitch, bro. He tried to pull the same play. Not that Drake do some Diddy shit, but he tried to pull the same play on Cassie that Diddy pulled on Cassie. Yo, I'll sign you. Yeah. Diddy was probably like, when I see that light-skinned nigga, I'm socking that nigga out on Paru. On the dead homies, when I see that light-skinned nigga, I'm socking him out, bro. Yo. Yeah. Yo, Drake, man. Yo, Drake tried to sign that. You know Drake was trying to fuck her. Drake was. Now you got me. See, now I'm in my bag. I got to go back to 4 p.m. in Calabasas, the lyrics. 4 p.m. in Calabasas. Because we've never heard about this part of the beef. Cassie's now came out and told us she got her ass whipped because she was going to OVO Fest. Somehow she got the ass whipping and still went. She was still in the 6. We established at the Yankees, we moving Milton, but you the one tanking. No limit to where I could take it. And you know me as a Chris bottle sender, check picker-upper. I thought we looked out for one another. Saw us all as brothers in a struggle, too blessed to be humble. I guess it's different in the city I come from. All of a sudden, I got people showing how they truly resent me. They whole demeanor just spells envy. They trying to tempt me. The higher I get, the less they accept me. Even the OG's trying to press me. Ha, 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 ha. No way out. All alluding to Diddy. because I'm already in it. I'm not attending when I do a show and get a ticket. Good business. Can clean millions. I got divisions. I've been had hits since No Scrubs and No Pigeons. Even back when I wasn't popping. When they told me to take an R&B on the road and I told them I drew for Kendrick and Rocky. Snakes. I try to make the right choices with the world watching. Mike never tried to rap like Pac. Pac never tried to sing like Mike. Those my dad's words to me when I asked him how to make it in life. And I always said my mother gave the greatest advice. Look at me now. They look at me as the golden child. Can't nobody hold me down. Certain shit is just too wild to reconcile. Take that. No love in my heart, so they fake that. DiCaprio level, the way they play that. Damn, nigga, what is that? Y'all don't hear no songs that hit my phone like you did that. Then even hit my line where you been at is always on some shit like, oh, okay, he's talking about Diddy here. Oh, bingo, where my bitch at? Got him. Drake, you motherfucker. Drake, you motherfucker, man. Drake, I see why these niggas at the 20v1 you. He says, they don't hit my phone like you did that. They even hit my phone, or they even hit my phone like you been where you been at. It's always on some shit like, can I get a favor? Could you write a song for me? Which 0 to 100. Or where's my bitch at? She's in the 6 getting piped at the embassy, nigga. Oh, nah. Nah, this is crazy. Nah, Drake is a real sniper still. He said niggas hitting him on some, yo, can I get a favor or where my bitch at? Like I'm about to tell you where she been at. Oh, yo, that's it. This is why I say Drake's the GOAT. You know when Diddy heard that and he heard that, you heard the beat. Everybody heard the beat. You know it's all about Diddy. And we're trying to get why. Like, what the fuck going on? Niggas ask me, can I get a favor where my bitch at? Like I'm about to tell you where she been at. I guarantee Cassie done told that nigga, yo, you know I got an ass whooping to come up here, right? You know I got an ass whooping to make it to the 6, yo. Costa career is I got her kidnapped. Ooh. Yo, he's trolling Diddy. He's trolling Diddy. She ain't sorry and I ain't sorry. It's too late for sorry. Green, white, and red on my body because I'm dipped in Ferrari. All she want to do is get high and listen to party. Oh, nah, Drake. Yo, Drake lucky he ain't get shot. These are some shit you got to shoot a nigga for. Fuck that. Fuck that. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit would have turned me into a tenderoni, nigga. I'm sorry, nigga. What? Yo, he's giving Diddy them jabs. Bang, bang. He says, when niggas hit me like when I can get a favor or where my bitch at, like I'm about to tell you where she been at. Costa careers, I got her kidnapped. Ooh, telling Diddy like he got the bitch kidnapped. She ain't sorry and I ain't sorry. It's too late for sorry. Green, white, and red on my body because I'm dipped in Ferrari. All she want to do is get high and listen to party. She complained. I tell the driver to drop her off at Barney's. Oh my God. My summer diet just rose in calamari. Look, now you got me. Yo, my nigga, I'm sorry. This is the greatest rapper of all time. Jay-Z close number 2. But this is the greatest rapper of all time. Of all time. Ain't no cap in his raps. He rapping about real shit. This ain't the greatest? All right, fuck y'all niggas then. Y'all cook up. It's a I got a lot to lose because in every situation, I'm the bigger artist. Always got to play smarter. Y'all shook up. I'm here on the cook up. Cameras pointing at. Yeah, y'all shook up. I'm here on the cook up. Cameras pointing every time I look up. That's why I got to duck behind Chuck's shoulder just to hit the cush up. Sponsorship dollars is sky high. He be like, Drake, will you please stop smoking la la? I'm like, Chubbs, why try? I'm a thug. I'm a daha. Got rose pink tinted lenses. It's a Wednesday. Architect taking dimensions. They redoing the entrance. Kind of like when you niggas drop on some again and again shit and you still never quite get it. Meantime, Drizzy over here trying to make you dance to this. Yeah, I could make you dance to this. I roll big body, wide body, Calabasas road winder, sunshine and wax tires. See Chris Jenner beep twice and I wave. The rest of you boys, I blow what? Right in your face. Pause. Pistol by my bed, I'm asleep, but I'm awake. Damn, man. Don't push me because I'm way too uneasy right now. These guys move so greasy nowadays. I'll tell you my life, and you don't got to believe when I say it. Save my stories for down the line. I'm just too ahead of the curve every time. Just told the hits, and you see what you find. You SWV, because you weak, and I'm always on your mind. Holy shit. Then he says, yeah, and we can't stop. Make you dance to this. I'ma make you one dance to this. Ha. Nah, he fucked Diddy, bitch. Oh my God. Yo, Drake, I love you, but you deserve a leg odds for this. This is devious. Leg odds. Nah, Drake, I love you, but one little leg odds. Pop. Like, hold up, man. Hold up. This is leg odds right here. Chat. Jury enters, and the AUSA says, did anyone come down to see you in Connecticut? Ventura says, Scott did, which means Kid Cudi, for a few days. I broke it off with him. It was too dangerous. So she's saying she stopped seeing Kid Cudi because it was too dangerous. The defense says objection. The judge says overrule. He says, Sean said he would hurt both of us. AUSA says, where did you go after Connecticut? Cassie says, I went to see Sean. He was in Arizona. His son was in college. I told my mother I was going to LA for work. AUSA says, so it looked like even though she was in Connecticut, like probably like a safe place with her mom, telling her mom that, yeah, Diddy's beating me, Kid Cudi comes to see her, looked like she says, and if you ask me, this could be interpreted as Diddy had other women, you thought you could have other men, you realize Diddy will beat your ass over other men, and you figured, and probably blow that nigga car up and do all type of shit, so you cut it off with Kid Cudi, because if you were that scared that he was going to hurt you or Kid Cudi, so you cut it off with Kid Cudi, and Kid Cudi was with you, why cut it off with Kid Cudi, then go to see Diddy right after? So she goes to Arizona to see Diddy, and Diddy's son was in college over there. So, and she lies to her mom to say, I went to LA for work. It says, did Sean talk about Kid Cudi's car? Cassie said, Sean said he wanted Kid Cudi's friends to see Kid Cudi's cars blown up. AUSA says, what happened next? He said, well, we met Sean, Kid Cudi, and me. And Kid Cudi said, what about my vehicle? Sean said, what vehicle? And that was the end of Gangsta! Yo, Kid Cudi, you wear crop tops, my nigga. Diddy more gangster than you. He get the nut and the semen rubbed on his nipples, bruv. You placating like you moist, like you gay. Diddy full gay, nigga. That's why he blew your car up and he looked you in the face and you said, but what about my car? And he hit you with a Debo line. What car, little nigga? What car? What car, little nigga? Nah, this is crazy. Yo, Kid Cudi, he's crazy. Yo, Kid Cudi, why you even going that Drake? This nigga blew your car up and looked you in the face and said, what car? Nah, Diddy's gangster. Sean said, what vehicle? And that was the end of the meeting. Nah, this is gangster right here. Because he had found out that she was fucking the guy he employed to, remember, keep in mind, chat, this is a full 360, and I'm not trying to be funny or facetious or nothing here. All right, thank you for telling me exactly what to, okay, yeah. Cassie verse. This was her backstage at the, oh, but Diddy's there. Okay, so look like Diddy beat her ass, and Diddy showed up there with him. Diddy, you a good cop blocker. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you ain't going to no motherfucking Drake concert without me, nigga. Fuck out of here. I'm in that bit. I'm in that shit. Yeah, look at Diddy. Playboy, take that. Ain't this the OVO Fest that the Weeknd was like getting herb that weekend? I love you though, bro, but you know it is what it is. Who the fuck is this? Is this Cardi? Her and French. I'm surprised Diddy ain't trying to kill French. She was too close to French. Who's this nigga? I don't know. Yeah, this is when he had her shave half of his head. We should have knew Diddy was a little bit sick. Like, this nigga had her shave half of his head, not because he wanted to promote her music, just because he wanted probably some freaky, kinky, sexual shit. One thing I'm going to say, man, listen, I do think that Cassie deserves some credit, Chad. Again, I'm not saying she's lying and telling the truth, but I think she deserves some credit. My nigga, she went years and never told anybody in the industry the real truth about what she protected this nigga Diddy's secret. Like, Diddy was having her swallow all type of semen and pee, urine, all type of shit. And she never just told, like, she could have kind of leaked all this information out to the public. Like, even 50, who was one of his nemesis, he didn't even know fully. He was like, oh, those pictures of Cassie, oh, it got to be like one of her exes that's leaking it. No, that's the freak off. She protected that man. She was showing up with bruises, black eyes. She never told nobody. Bruh, she was shaving her head on some weird shit. She never told nobody, like, yo, this is what makes this bum-ass nigga come. Not bum-ass nigga, but no, that's what makes Diddy come. When he watches me getting nutted on with half of hair. Like, I don't know. She held him down, though. At least not telling. Now, some of y'all might be like, nigga, she did it for the bag. Whatever. So, Let's read this again. It says, who did you stay in touch with? This is after the breakup. She says, most people, though I pulled away. AUSA says, what did you message Sean about after that? She says, I was just checking in. AUSA says, what did he send you? Ventura says that he has iPad full of images and get him his money. AUSA says, money back for what? She says, for having to pay my now husband to be my trainer. Oh, I agree with that. Clap it up to Diddy. I'm sorry. I don't know if he's sex trafficked. I don't know. He's clearly an abuser. Not clapping up for him for that. But yo, if I paid for a trainer to train you yo, chat, y'all realize Alex Fine was supposed to train her for the freak offs. Remember he told her earlier, like yesterday in testimony, she says he wanted me to train for freak offs. So he hired her a trainer for the freak offs, and the trainer just took him from her. That's why you can't hire no damn trainer, man. Tell that chick hit the elliptical, the peloton, or run around the block. Anyway, I got no problem with that. I hire a nigga. If I hire a mechanic to fix your goddamn car and he done fucks you, I need my money that I paid him to fix your car. He got you now. That's his job to take care of. He should be paying for that. Yeah, now I understand that. What did you write back? Do you want me to tell the truth? It's much deeper than iPads. There was abuse more than freak offs. Ooh. Is she quoting? She doesn't quoting. She's just talking to the prosecutor, right? Do you want me to tell the truth? It's much deeper than iPads. There was abuse. More than freak offs. There was a time I couldn't take the pain. I tried to walk out in traffic. My husband wouldn't let me. I had trauma therapy. Did you write? A book with chapters. My mom helped. What did you want to do with the book? That I wanted Sean to read it. Chat, she's dropping 40 on him. She said she was thinking about contemplating suicide. She's dropping 40 on Diddy. Here we go. What happened with the lawsuit? It's settled for 20. Oh! Bad boy. She got that 20 and she telling on this nigga. Yo, she got 20 M's and she trying to put him in jail for 20 years? Oh, God damn. By the way, she don't give a fuck about that NDA she signed. You could tell. She's letting y'all niggas know, yeah, I got that 20 M's, nigga. Yeah, I asked for 30, that nigga gave me 20, nigga. Oh, nah. Yeah, I need that. I need that for the Twitter real quick. How many freak offs did you have with Sean? Ventura says impossible to know. Hundreds. Damn. Hundreds. Chat, it was so she was with him for 10 years. 9 years were all freak offs. Remember, it's 52 weeks in a year, right? It's 52 weeks in a year. She says hundreds. So it's very safe to say at least she was doing a freak off every week. I actually believe, they had on and off periods because sometimes she would leave. They don't see each other for a couple months or like maybe a couple weeks, and then they come back on. But I think when they were on, I would think at least 2 to 3 a week. I would think so. Yeah, Diddy was a freak off addict. After you broke up with Sean, did you ever do a freak off? She says no. That kind of dropped mic. You know what that says? As much as y'all think, well, Diddy is for Diddy's lawyers to peel that back. Hey, so you've never had a threesome since then. Diddy called his shit freak offs, but a freak off is a colloquial term. It's a colloquial term for extended sessions with toys and threesomes and orgies. They could try to counter that to say, so you never had a threesome with your husband. And chat, let me tell you this. I would think chances are, maybe not with another man. I guaranteed, if she told that nigga all the shit she was doing, it's no way that nigga's only fucked her dolo. I know he's like, yo, shorty, tonight we doing a little threesome with this little random bitch from my gym. We gonna get it in today. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe I'm wrong. I think, and I'm a betting man, I would think Tenny Garagos. Tenny Garagos, I believe, is the woman that will be able to take some of what she said that I think she did a great job today of seeming helpless, hopeless, basically like someone who was being sex trafficked. I think today she did a way better job than yesterday. Tenny has to try to deconstruct some of that and show how she's now playing victim in post. What you mean you wrote a damn book just to show him? Why you couldn't talk to him? Why do you ask for $30 million then? Why do you ask for $30 million 5 years after the act had been over? Granted, she did say she attempted suicide, she did this, she did that. There's some things that you could ask, but I think you got to handle with kid gloves. She's pregnant. She's liable to cry. She's already asked for a break. You don't want her breaking down because you're pressing too hard. You want to handle her with care, and Tenny Garagos might be the woman to do it. Judge says Miss Estavo says she'll be finished by the end of the week, so no cross today. Okay, bet. So it looks like they're about to wrap. I don't know if you see the tactic that I just noticed here. It's clear that with having the jury so, like, they have them on a string. The jury's on a string right now. They want the cross to come in immediately, not when everyone is resettled tomorrow morning. They want the cross to come in immediately. That's going to be a thing, chat. Somebody says the defense wants the last word. No, the defense doesn't want them having to start right after the jury is emotional from what they just heard for 85% of the day. They want to start off top tomorrow and break her down like a kilo of Colombian Medellin cocaína. You feel what I'm saying? They want to make sure that everybody, because I ain't gonna lie to you, after hearing this, like, bro, you gotta imagine I'm reading the messages, like, just reading them because it's typed out. Bro, she's in there crying. Like, you gotta imagine people are, like, getting, like, clearing their throats. Like, people emotional right now. Cassie just dropped 40. Sometimes you gotta call timeout. You ever play basketball? All right, call timeout. The crowd going too wild. Let's calm this shit down. So I think the best way to do, start tomorrow. By the way, the mere fact that Estavo answered, maybe she's the person.
I should have took some pictures before. Nice, it's the end of the night and it was motherfucker. So we coming to you live, Diddy late nights,
Look at his eyes, chat. Look at his eyes.
So man, it's been one of them motherfucking nights. Real. I should have took some pictures before. Nice, it's the end of the night and it was motherfucker. So we coming to you live, Diddy late nights, anything can happen. I'm just vibing. It's so wide. Soundtrack of your life.
I definitely think this is one of the rooms that the freak off was happening in.
Atlanta, we coming. I'm alive. Hey, yo, we on our way to Toronto. Love, come on, let's get ready.
Is that Cassie? Is this Cassie or no? Nah, this ain't Cassie. She got two sides of head. Two sides of hair. That nigga had told her to cut one off. Pause. Deep down inside. Deep down inside.